There's a delay in the start of harvest. There's been a delay during harvest. The crop we're getting out is very wet, and so we're having to dry it. It was a challenging fall.
That was Bailey Conradi, the assistant manager of the Champaign County Farm Bureau. She, along with farmers throughout the Midwest, experienced the effects of abnormal weather patterns this past year.
This spring, it just rained and rained and rained and rained and rained and just wouldn't stop. I mean, a few people got lucky and there was about a 5-day window where they could maybe get in, but most people couldn't even think about getting the planter out of the shed until middle of May. We love rain. We live and die by rain, but too much rain is just as bad as no rain.
Would you say it's normal to have a season like that?
No, 2019 has been abnormal this entire year. It has been a very, very strange year, and most people are going to be happy to see the calendar turn to 2020.
The question is, are these weather patterns an anomaly or a product of human-induced climate change? Dr. Donald Weebles is a professor of atmospheric sciences at the University of Illinois. Dr. Weebles was the White House expert on climate change during the Obama administration. He has contributed to over 500 scientific publications on the Earth's climate and was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 2007 for his contributions to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change.
So this year, I think, has been a pretty typical year of the kind of thing we expect. We already know for the last 5 decades that there's been an ever-increasing amount of precipitation, whether it's rain or snow, coming as larger events. And so, yes, we're seeing a significant increase decade by decade in precipitation coming as larger events. Well, that's what we saw here in the Midwest. We used to be the 100-year flood in the Midwest. It's now more like the 50-year flood. Climate change is a very real problem, and it clearly is caused by human activities. There is no argument in the science community about that. Lots of discussion going about what can we do about it.
Evan Lucia is a professor of integrative biology, plant biology, and the director of the Institute for Sustainability, Energy, and Environment at the University of Illinois.
This whole issue of warming of the planet, changing our precipitation regimes, is being driven by our reliance on fossil fuels. We could very easily on this campus replace more than half of our electricity with solar and then rely on fossil fuels just for when solar wasn't working well for us. So we can do that today with no extra expense. So I'm hopeful the campus will make that decision this year.
That's pretty remarkable.
It is remarkable.
Is that the point?
We're there now. Now our campus has reduced our energy consumption in the last 5-6 years by 30%. So we are doing real well on this campus, but we got a long way to go. Let's get Abbott Power Plant off of fossil fuels.
So just get off the grid.
Get off the grid. We can do that.